Welcome, travelers, to my realm of nightmares. Allow me to be your personal assistant. Come in, take a seat, get comfortable. For when you step into my realm, there's no stepping out. I'm looking at the cabin we just left. Couldn't be happier to leave that place. It was a fine setting to stay protected from the elements and beasts. But in this life, we can't stay in one spot for too long. At least, not this place. I stare at the forest, trying to see if there's anything there. Think it's safe? Sam asks. I know it's safer than that damn cabin, I say. Well, I guess so. Off we go then. Maybe we'll find a pet owl or something. I think I can hear it hooting already. That's a start, as I pick up the very few belongings we have. Are you sure you are prepared? You only have a jacket and thin pants. Where did your bag go? There was a spider in the bag. It deserves to stay in that cabin, he says. Okay, smart, I guess. I've only been with my traveling companion for 7 days or so. He seems capable. He definitely makes up for what I lack in. Our mission is nearly impossible. He must know, as I do, that we both surely end up dying a painful death. I grab the book though, spider-free as far as I know. I try not to make any expression. Our whole purpose was to find this book. Honestly, I was hoping I'd find it first. Not that it matters too much, but that was my goal. I'd like to be the one holding it. Shaking it off, I answer. Good. Don't lose that book. We will need it. Yeah. Any idea how thick the forest is? Maybe we can climb up for a vantage point. Look into the forest. It looks dark. Yeah. Maybe that will help. You're in better shape than me. Want to give this tree a try? Sure. Can you hold the book though? Don't want to lose it to a raccoon up there. Yeah, I got it. Staring at the book. It is impossibly smooth. It almost vibrates in my hand. The power freezes my soul. I couldn't drop it right now if I wanted to. It must be strong. I must use my will to ignore the otherworldly power that I'm wielding. Sam picks a tree. This one looks sturdy enough. He's insane. I don't know how his attitude is so good. We are facing certain doom here, and he is treating this like a walk in the park. Good luck, I sarcastically say. I'm Blaine, an adventurer sent here to clear this area and find the book, which, as I've established, Sam has already found. I am my village's warrior. I've done enough bad in this life. I'm trying to make up for that. Sam is my partner for now. He's always heard tales of the book and joined me on my travel to find it. As I mentioned, he's small and can get through the bushes and has the bramble scars to prove it. He can identify safe plants for consumption, and supposedly he has worked with a cleric in my town. Alright, I see a lot of trees from up here. Do you see any signs of life? I'd rather be safe before we start moving. There's a clearing off to the left, but all I can see, there are some foxholes. Getting a little impatient, I yelled to Sam, "Stop wasting time! It's getting dark." Alright. Just gotta find a steady branch. Yes, we aren't too far from the clearing. Climbing back down, and stuck the landing. Sam brushes himself off, flashing a dumb smile. I laugh a bit, not meaning to. Don't want him to see any type of softness. I look at the book, reluctant to hand it back over to him, but also don't want to be holding it. You didn't open this yet, did you? He looks confused for a second, before coming up with an answer. No. Would it curse me if I did? No, well, I'm not really sure. We need to get it back to our employer. Not our job to see what this thing is. Let's keep moving. Find a place to camp before it gets dark. Alright then, Sam says. Are we heading to the clearing? Good a place as any, I say. You've impressed me, Sam. Not sure what I expected, but glad we are together. Hey, I am too. Great to have a friend by your side when an old book can curse you for looking at it wrong. Not sure about the friend part. Well, only a handful of people could handle this type of quest. Let's make a fire and camp out. Keep the book on you. Keep it away from everyone. I think, myself included. Alright, I'll go grab some kindling. Book not included, Sam says now with his trademark spunk. Ha! Very funny. I'll make our beds. Sam bounds off into the tree line to gather wood. I'll be back before you know it. I hope. He couldn't see my eyes roll in the dusk that is approaching. The fire was good. We had a pine-infused water-type soap with a few scraps of bread I've saved from the start of our trip. Eventually, we both were tired. Before my eyes finally closed, the last thing I remember seeing is a corner of the book peeking out of his makeshift pillow made up of a folded burlap sack. We both groggily woke up, but we're ready to get moving. Pick up your stuff, Sam. You have the book, right? Yep. Checked way too many times last night. Okay, good. Glad you keep it safe. I leave my makeshift bed on the forest floor. I briefly look at the smoldering fire, making sure it's completely extinguished to cover our tracks as best we can. By my calculations, we're only a day away from our target location. It's a tough trek, but we're almost there. The worst, unfortunately, is ahead of us. Sam is not deterred by this in the least. Nice, he yells, giving me a slight startle. Any idea what'll happen when we turn in the book? He says. I pause for a second. I don't know, I say, being honest, for one of the first times. I think it's best not to think about it, which is honest. We get paid, that's all I know. Sam thinks for a moment, then looks at me. If they turn out to be evil, I'm stealing the book, or stealing the book back. Whatever, you know what I mean. I give him a stern but sarcastic smile. It's not our book, Sam. We're both professionals. Just focus on what we have to do. It's not our book. Just wanted to reiterate that again. Sam looks upset, but goes back to his usual upbeat self soon after. Oh, alright. I finished packing up our traps. I packed the plants that Sam had gathered. I get a glimpse of my partner, looking out into the landscape. He deserves to be here. Strong, adventurous, and brave. I hope he doesn't get hurt too badly. I hope I don't get hurt. I throw my pack over my shoulders. You should have brought better gear. You should have brought better gear. Here, take my outer layer. You're killing me with that short jacket, I speak. Oh, I'm okay, Blaine. It's not that bad. You sure you don't need it? I'm fine. Looking towards the horizon. Alright then, off we go, he says. Off we go. Look out for the edible plants. I'll look out for the animals. Although, I haven't seen one, which is strange. We're getting low on food, but hopefully we won't need much after we hand this book over, which should be today. I'll do my best, Captain, Sam says, as he over-exaggerates a salute to me. We move, clearing bush, taking the terrain. I stop us. Shh! Did you hear that? I say, stopping both of us. Wait, what? I gesture to shush again, this time more forcefully. I obviously hear what he doesn't. I quietly tell him, don't move. Okay. Sam mouths, thankfully without saying it out loud. A loud rumble is heard. I slowly move my eyes towards him. Take the book. Run! He looks confused, panicked. Damn it, they fucking found us. I'll take care of it. Move past the clearing, and I'll catch up. You promise? Is all I can choke out. I met his gaze. First time we've connected as people, friends, and not just as hired hands. I promise. Go! I see him dart through the bush, holding the book tight, and stop a good distance from the clearing. He can no doubt hear the screams and terror from what is going on with my position. The last thing I make out is Sam climbing the tree, not only to protect himself, but to try to see if I'm okay, no doubt. I've been put on missions because of my warrior skills. I'm a descendant of the Berserkers. I pulled my lifelong companion out, my sword. I could count 3 rebels bearing down on me, attempting an ambush. Before I knew what was happening, I was covered in blood and trauma. I didn't escape untouched. I barely made it out alive. If I did make it out alive. 24 hours later, from the view of Sam, Blaine is walking through the woods beyond the clearing, covered in wounds. His sword hanging behind him, covered in blood, collapses on the ground. I'm scouring the grounds, looking for Blaine, arms full of helpful plants I could find. The book is still secured to my back. Suddenly, spotting the glint of the sword, I rush over. Oh God, he's still alive, but barely. Oh no, no. Sam slowly makes his way over, grabbing a mix of healing mint and coriander, moving towards Blaine. Falling to his knees, I shakily reach out towards Blaine. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad. Blaine grabs my hand. Blaine looks at me with one eye open. The book is more powerful than we thought. And you found it before anyone. What? You're talking about the book? Aren't you worried about yourself? I tried to get up, stumbling and falling back to my knees. Hey, probably not the best time to get up, Sam says. I choke and cough, the last bit of fight I used on my assailants. I should tell you, I know who we're bringing the book to. You do? Sam says quizzically. Well, who the hell is it? I move up into a sitting position, gaining my breath. It's my brother, the king. And you were right. He is evil. Tonight's story was The Book, Chapter 1, written by Blake Blizzard. If you enjoyed this story, chances are you'll enjoy his other content. Please check him out, as his links will be in the description below. Hey, did you know I have merch? Yeah, it's crazy, right? But I do. And if you'd like to walk around representing my realm and gaining new travelers, the links to my merch store, as well as all my other social medias, will be in the description below. As always, I'd like to say a special thank you to all my lovely Patreons. 242 Reads, Rando Calrissian, Seraphine, the Midnight Bard, Creepy Clown Girl, Mia Mina, Philia Noctis, Hair-Raising Narratives, Spooky Boo's Scary Story Time, Lycan Trucker, and Nathaniel Nelson. If you'd like to join these lovely travelers by letting my fire, you can do so by becoming a Patreon as well. The support is always appreciated but never expected. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ding that bell if you're new for all future content, as it will really help the channel grow and push this video out into the algorithm. But as always, travelers, once you step into my realm, there's no stepping out.